Hello viewers, so in this video I'm going to discuss one important function in our PLC programming. So I'm going to discuss and also uh, demonstrate the memory bits function. So what are memory bits in PLC ladder logic? In PLC, memory bits is also known as internal bits, flags, markers, or M bits, which are software-based placeholders used in ladder logic programming. They act like virtual relays or switches and do not correspond to physical input or output. So the common applications are, it can be used for step sequence control, latching, and interlock condition. So let's try, or I'm going to try to discuss it using an example. So I already created one basic program which I can show the functions of latching and also the interlock. So I use one push button, and when I press the push button, it will turn on the light bulb, and even if I unpress this push button, it will remain on. And since I also use this Y0 in the second rung, as I use the contact normally close, so if I try to press the push button 2 while light bulb is activated, I cannot turn on the light bulb 2. So let's try to simulate. Okay, I'm going to turn on the push button 1, or press the push button 1. The light bulb is activated, and I unpress this one, it remains. So I'm going to correct the program first. So instead of M0, I'm going to use Y0. Okay, let's resume the simulation. So when I press the push button, and I unpress this push button 1, the light bulb still remains on. So it performs the latching function because the coil Y0, I use the normally open contact in parallel with the push button 1. And since I also use the Y0 the second rung, as I use the normally closed contact, when I try to press the push button 2, the light bulb cannot turn on. So this is the interlock function. So because when Y0 is activated, or the coil Y0 is energized, its contact will invert its condition. So initially this is normally open, and then when the Y0 coil is energized, it becomes closed, and this is initially normally closed, and once the Y0 is activated, it becomes open. So we have open contact here, that's why we cannot turn on the light bulb 2 even if we press the push button 2. So this is just a basic example for latching and interlock function, but I am still not using the memory bits function. So I'm going to convert this program using or applying the memory bits function. I'm going to start the simulation first, and then write to or write mode. So instead of using the Y0, I'm going to use the M0, and I'm going to label it as R1. For this one, I'm going to use M also. So it automatically labeled as R1. And for this one, I'm going to use M0. M2, and now it's labeled as R2. So this is not yet complete because when I start to simulate this one, when I press the push button, the relay function will be energized and it will perform latching function, and also interlocking will also be performed. But the problem is we do not have any output device yet because this is just functioning as relay. So we are not going to turn on any light bulb, any motor, or any output device. So in order to complete this program, I'm going to add the output device. So I'm going to use the M0 address. And once it's activated or it's energized, it will turn on the light bulb. And when M2 is energized, it will turn on the light bulb too. So let's try to simulate. So when I turn this on, M0 is energized. So latching is performed, and when I try to turn or press the push button 2, I cannot activate the M2. But if M0 is not activated, I can activate the M2, in which when M2 is activated, it activates the light bulb. So I'm going to try. To activate again the M1 or the M0. And when M0 is activated, light bulb is energized. So if you can see, it just the program became much longer, but the function is still the same. So it's not all the time recommended to use the memory bits function. So in a very simple program, you can just directly use the relay function of the output coil or the output address. You can just directly use the Y0, Y1, Y2, Y3, and not use the M0, M1, M2, M3. Okay. So I just created this program to show you what is the difference if you're going to use directly the output address, which is the Y, or Y0, Y1, and what happens when you try to incorporate the memory bits function. So in the second video, or in the succeeding video, I'm going to show you some sample problem in which you can appreciate the importance of the memory bits function. Okay. So I'm going to end this video now. Thank you for watching.